Hey everybody, today we're going to be making 2-ingredient fudge. This fudge is so super easy, you're not even going to believe it. And it tastes just like the fudge that you would get like at a downtown shop or something like that where they make homemade fudge. It's so good. We're going to be using peanut butter and we're going to be using vanilla frosting. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how I'm making this. It is super easy and I would love for you to try it and let me know down below what you think. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a mixing bowl here and we're gonna need our creamy peanut butter to start. So I have a bigger jar of peanut butter here, so I'm gonna actually be measuring out 2 cups of peanut butter. But if you have the normal size creamy peanut butter container, it'll be 16 ounces. You can just take the lid off and the sealed part off and just put it in the microwave for about a minute. This is my peanut butter after being in the microwave for a minute. It looks really smooth, creamy, kind of fluid, and that's how you want it because you want to go ahead and pour it directly into the mixing bowl here. And you want a smooth, kind of creamy texture to it because everything is going to come together really smoothly and it's going to get really uniform with our second ingredient. So this is my very favorite, most easy fudge recipe ever. Anyone can make this and it's really hard to mess it up. So if you want to try it out, I would definitely recommend it. And it is a great way to make fudge really easy, and you can give fudge for gifts or you can just make it for yourself to have a sweet treat. So this fudge is peanut butter fudge. It tastes to me a lot like the Reese's peanut butter cup fillings, so you can also add in different mix-ins. If you were to add in, let's say, chocolate chips or milk chocolate chips or something like that, it would essentially taste like a Reese's peanut butter cup. What other toppings or mix-ins do you think would be good in here? So I'm going to go ahead and add in my vanilla frosting next. This is the tub of it. All I did was take the top off, the sealed portion, and the lid, and I popped it directly into my microwave for a minute. And then I'm just going to pour it directly into my mixing bowl with the peanut butter. This is coming out of the container a lot easier, and it's mostly all out of the container because it was pretty liquidy after it was in the microwave. So now those are the 2 ingredients right there in the mixing bowl. What we're going to do next is take a whisk and just whisk those 2 ingredients together until they're nice and smooth and mixed together. You'll begin to see the color form where you're not seeing that there's white or brown. It looks like a lighter peanut butter brown, and that's how you want it. You don't need to mix it too much, just until you get that color. So that's pretty much all there is to making this mixture. The next part is all kind of putting it in the container and setting it. So I have found that the best size container is an 8x8 glass baking dish. If you happen to have parchment paper, you can line your 8x8 baking dish with parchment paper. I don't have parchment paper, so all I'm going to do is just spray it with vegetable oil. This is just a vegetable oil spray, and this is going to help it to come out of the baking dish a lot easier. You want to have those really nice, clean cut little fudge squares, and you want to be able to pop them out of here really easily so that they look really nice and they taste really good. So now we're just putting in all of our mixture, the 2-ingredient peanut butter fudge mixture, directly into the baking dish. And I'm using a little bit of a spatula here to get everything out of the edges and just take all of that from my bowl and get it in here. So I have it all here. All I'm going to do now is kind of smooth it out so that one side is not bigger than the other. So I'm just going to kind of do that with the spatula here and the other way as well. What I like to do is just kind of lift up my baking dish and shake it. And as you shake it, it starts to kind of all come together and the top gets much smoother. And so I like to do that better than using a knife or anything like that. That seems to be the best. Okay, so the next part is going into the refrigerator. It does have to go into the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. Mine has been in there for about 4 hours. And now we're gonna cut the squares. So this is straight out of the fridge. I'm just using a long, sharp knife. The bigger chef's knife are better for slicing this. You want to slice when your fudge is cold out of the fridge and has been setting for at least 3 hours. You want to use a long knife like this, and I like to run it underneath hot water before I slice. There you can see I have really nice squares. Now let's go ahead and try it. All right, y'all, so the fudge is out. This is a piece. I'm gonna go ahead and try it and let you know what I think. It's really good. If you like Reese's peanut butter cups, this is so good. What kind of toppings would y'all add into this? I think some chocolate chips would be really good. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for today's recipe. If you do try it, let me know down below what you think, and I will see you next time.